Late for what?
You know what I mean. My period is late.
Yeah, hey, well, that's normal, isn't it? I mean, girls are late all the time, right?
Some girls, sometimes, but not this girl. I'm like clockwork. Can't believe I'm talking to you about this.
Yeah, I know, Jess. I feel pretty worried about it too, but it's not like we don't know each other really well.
I don't even remember it. Do you?
It wasn't the way it was supposed to be, no.
I can't believe you didn't use protection.
Hey, Jess, neither one of us planned on it, okay? We were both pretty wasted.
Yeah, no kidding. Look, I just want to forget about this night completely. I mean, I can't believe we weren't safe.
I know I should have told you right off, but I figured why worry about nothing?
Nothing? Will, I could be pregnant.
Okay, don't panic, all right? I mean, it's like my dad always says, don't worry until you know the facts. So, right now, what we gotta do is get the facts.
Well, we only need one. That I'm not pregnant.
Can I convince you to sit down, to save at least the floor or some shoe leather?
No, I can't. I'm so antsy about this procedure that's being performed on Bo.
Larry said it was going to take a while.
What does that mean?
It means that the doctors are doing their job and Bo is doing his job, fighting to get well. Bo is a very strong man, Nora.
He was, until he lost his son. Larry said the only thing that's keeping him fighting is the thought of this baby.
This baby that you're not having. The only thing that you should be thinking about right now is what you do have. A wonderful husband, a wonderful marriage. And because you two are such strong people, the promise of a wonderful life together.
Wasn't enough, though, was it, Renee? Wasn't enough to bring him back. You were there. It wasn't until I told him about the baby.
I don't believe that. Don't think baby, think about Bo. Think about Bo getting well.
And then what do I say to him about the baby, huh? What do I say to him when I go in there, Renee? And he wants to hear all about his baby.
I believe that when the time is right, you will find a loving way to tell him the truth. You will, Nora.
Hi.
Oh, what can I do for you? And I better warn you, between Todd's trial and RJ and Dorian taking a powder, I'm swamped.
How about a quickie? Lunch, I mean.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, that's all right. Maybe I'll just, you know, shoot over to the courthouse and show a little Buchanan support for the prosecution.
And watch your ex-husband in action?
Oh, Clint. I've seen my ex-husband in action 100 times. That's the last thing that was on my mind.
Really? Well, if you're so hot to show Buchanan support, the people that really need it are Bo and Nora. How about taking yourself over to the hospital and checking up on her?
No, please. You know she doesn't like me. Please, I don't want to go. Oh, all right. If it'll make you happy.
Thank you.
All right, I'll go.
Thank you.
Am I going to see you home for dinner later?
I don't know.
We just got word something big is about to go down at the courthouse.
Mr. Holden, since you have seen fit to interrupt these proceedings with your assertion that my client is faking, perhaps you'd like to take the stand and testify to that under oath.
Mr. Rappaport, I have not ruled on that yet, as I'm aware.
I understand.
Mr. Rappaport, I don't appreciate these grand.
Understand what's happening.
Oh, yeah. Judge is real mad at me.
No, I mean, do you know why Max said what he said?
This is highly irregular, Captain.
Who's Max?
I understand. But the fact is the question that Max Holden raised, the answer to that is the heart of my whole case. Now, unless the DA objects, I'd like to do it.
Let's do it, Your Honor. I would love to hear what Mr. Holden has to say.
Very well, I'll allow it. But I warn you, this courtroom is not a three-ring circus. Miss Kramer, you may step down, but you're not dismissed as a witness. Mr. Holden, you may take the stand.
Don't do this, Max.
Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
This is such a good idea, Coach. I mean, that guy hits my guts, right? So he's just gonna make up a bunch of lies about me on the stand?
Don't worry about it, pal. I got it all under control. Mr. Holden, perhaps now we can get down to the bottom of what that little outburst was all about.
Drew, ABC Tonight, starting at 9/8 Central.
Are you there, God? You are there, right? Because frankly, sometimes I wonder. You know? This has been a test, right? My daughter going to prison and Bo losing his son all within a few months of each other. It's a little bit much, don't you think? I mean, I know you're very busy, but I really need you to notice that losing a son is killing Bo. And that's not fair. Because he's a good man. He's a very good man. And the world needs a good man. I need a good man. I know that's very selfish of me. I'm sure you've heard selfish prayers before. In fact, it's killing me to see Bo in such pain. I'm sorry. Sorry. It's the wrong approach. It's not that I'm not grateful for everything that you've given me, because, gosh, you've given me so much, but I need to ask you for more. I need to ask you to make Bo better. And I need to ask you to give him strength to deal with the pain of losing the one child that he had. And the child that he'll never have. And you can give me a little strength too, please. Please, God, please. Please. Just give me the courage to tell him that I'm not pregnant. Give me the courage to tell him that I lied to him. To save him. I know, you're not real big in the lying department on principle, you know, but I mean, there he was on that boat, and he didn't have anything to fight for. Before I knew it, the words just popped out of my mouth. Bo, I'm pregnant. Bo, I'm pregnant. A beautiful, miraculous, impossible baby.
Is it true? You're gonna have a baby with Bo?
feel like any minute the loudspeaker will boom out price check for pregnancy test, Jessica Buchanan.
Just relax, all right, Jess? Now let's just buy this thing and get out of here now. What's the best kind?
Like I'm supposed to know. I've never thought I was pregnant before.
All right. Well, I mean, how different can they be, huh? What about this one? Plus if you're pregnant, minus if you're not. Although in this case, I think that's reverse. What do you think?
I think that's your, mother.
Hey, guys. I thought that was you.
Mom.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi. Just got a card for Bo.
How is he?
Well, I'm just about to go find out. What are you two doing here?
Mr. Holden, you're under oath now. Would you repeat for the court, do you still believe that my client is faking his disorder?
Absolutely.
Would you state for the court your credentials in psychology?
I don't have any, do you?
Just answer the question, Mr. Holden.
I don't. No, I don't, and of course neither do you, and neither does any member of this courtroom, as far as I know. None of us here are able to accurately diagnose a case of DID. Not Judge Calloway, not Hank Gannon, not any member of the jury. All of us here today are going to form an opinion based on the experts I put on the stand today, and based on what we might see firsthand. So why don't you tell me, Mr. Holden, on what do you base your opinion that my client is faking?
I had several conversations with Todd, in which he was definitely Todd, in which he admitted he was Todd. He even gloated about it.
Okay, that's a stinky lie, okay? Because that guy hates my guts, right? Why would he even be talking to me?
Order! We'll have order, or I will clear this courtroom.
Excuse me, Mr. Holden, are you telling us that my client told you that he was deceiving his defense team, his doctors, his family?
That's right.
For what possible reason?
Well, to stay out of jail, of course.
Mm-hmm. And he told you this because why? Are you and the defendant very good friends?
No, he hates my guts.
I get the feeling that it's mutual.
Objection.
I'll rephrase the, I'll just withdraw the question, Your Honor. Can you enlighten us, Mr. Holden, as to why you haven't mentioned this before? I mean, I assume this conversation with my client did not happen this morning.
I have my own reasons for not coming forward sooner, but now I want to make sure he pays for everything he's done.
Is there anyone who can back up your assertions?
No.
No. Okay. Is there any proof, physical proof, of your assertions?
No, no proof.
So we only have your word to take for this, yes?
Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Gannon, do you wish to cross-examine this witness?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
You may step down, Mr. Holden. Does the defense wish to recall Ms. Kramer?
No, Your Honor, we don't.
In that case, we'll take a short recess. Court will reconvene in 15 minutes.
All rise.
So, Tom, what do you have to say about all that?
Jess and I were just picking up some snacks. Yeah, to take to court.
Snacks. It's a criminal trial. Your father will have your heads if he catches you crunching during summation.
Into that.
Well, what were you gonna snack on anyway? Vitamin pills?
No, actually, I was here to, pick up my prescription.
Oh, are you sick? You're not sick, are you?
I'm all right. Just a little nausea, that's all.
Well, you probably have a nervous stomach. You're getting ready to leave for school. You're heading off to New York, the unknown.
Actually, I'm not. My, Christian, he didn't get the scholarship, so I'm enrolling at Landview U.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was my second choice anyway.
Just how come you didn't tell me about that?
Well, maybe because I haven't had a chance.
Surprised Clint didn't mention it to me.
Actually, he doesn't know yet. I just told my mom this morning.
Oh, well, I've heard nothing but good things about LU, and I'm sure that even though you both won't be going to college together, you'll have blazing futures ahead of you.
Thanks, Mom.
Yeah. Listen, I better get going, or I'm gonna be late. So it was fun running into you. See ya.
See ya.
God, that's never leave. So let's just go buy this thing, get out of here, go find out that you're not pregnant, and get on with our blazing futures.
I don't mean to eavesdrop. You know, Renee told me that you were in here. I thought I heard you mention you were having a baby. Is it? Yeah, that's what you said, right? That you and Bo were having a baby?
That's what I said.
Oh my goodness, this is so good. This is so good. Drew was so excited the night the two of you were talking about it. He loved the idea.
I know.
You know that he said to me that someday real soon we were gonna make his little brother or little sister a little aunt or uncle, and well, it sounds ridiculous, but we thought the kids could play together. I know we can't do that right now, but I think that this baby is still gonna be a part of Drew. And every time I look into its sweet little eyes, that's who I'm gonna see.
Oh, Kelly. Kelly, that it may not happen, you know.
No,
I'm a little...
No, Nora. Nora, don't talk like that. It's gonna happen. It's gonna be fine. That baby's gonna be okay. After all we've been through, it'd be too cruel to be otherwise. Bo, he's gonna be so happy about this wonderful baby.
But Max, don't go yet.
Why? So I could take another shot at being a village idiot? I sure set myself up in there, didn't I? Not fingering you in the tape. Had a chance to have your boyfriend make me look like a monkey up there on the stand with you cheering along the whole way.
Look, I had every intention of blowing Todd out of the water with that tape, but when push came to shove,
Sam did all the shoving.
I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, we all know that. We all saw your little testimonial up there. Every word you said up there was just a long love song to Sam Rappaport.
It has nothing to do with Sam, Max. It's just I can't think straight when it comes to Todd because Star is such a...
Can it? It's not about Todd. It's not about Star. It's obviously not about me. It's all about Sam. You know what? You may think I'm a complete, total idiot, but even I have finally figured this one out.
Then why didn't you tell Sam about the tape, Max?
If you don't know the answer to that,
boy, you know, that Max, I mean, I can't believe it. I know that he doesn't like me, but he got up there on that stand and told a bunch of lies.
I know, I'm really sorry about that. I'm afraid that was my fault.
Why is it your fault?
Well, Max doesn't like Todd, but he despises me because of Blair.
Are you two competing for her?
Well, to put it simply, yes.
Oh, great, great. So he doesn't like you, and me, I get to go to jail.
I'm sorry, I had no choice. I mean, once he brought that up, I had to put him up there. I had to do it.
It worked. I was watching the jury. They didn't believe a word of what he said.
Oh, God, a bunch of lies.
Sam, what Taya said, I mean, she's right. It's going well, right? You really want to risk putting Tom on the stand?
Well, I have to put the Oltls on the stand. I mean, the DID is the whole basis of my defense.
Yeah, I understand that, but you have to be aware of something. He's under a great deal of stress right now. If you do manage to get another Oltl to emerge, it probably will be the one who reacts to extreme stress, and that's Pete. And once he's out, He may never go away.
All rise.
Be seated. Mr. Rappaport, your next witness.
Your Honor, the defense would like to call my client.
Objection, Your Honor. Todd Manning is not on the witness list.
I did not call Todd Manning to the stand. I called my client.
Your client is the defendant, and the defendant's name is Todd Manning.
Mr. Rappaport, you're well aware you should have put Mr. Manning's name on the list. You're lucky I'm eager to hear what he has to say for himself. Overruled.
Where?
Good luck.
When I saw your mother, I thought I was gonna faint.
So, what do we do now?
What can we do? I go in the bathroom and take this test.
Those things are accurate, right? I mean, if it says no, it's no, right?
It says 90%.
I'll take that. Sorry, it's just that I know it's gonna be negative, Jess.
How?
I just know, because things are going good for us right now. I'm finally making some headway with Roseanne, and you're tight with Christian again, and I just know.
I'm glad.
Thanks, because everything is gonna work out for all of us, trust me.
Yeah?
Yes, definitely, because you're supposed to be with Christian, and I'm supposed to be with Roseanne, and that's the way it's gonna be.
If nothing messes up. Okay. Here it goes.
It's gonna be a new life. New hope. You know what I'm gonna do? I am gonna knit this baby something.
You knit?
Yes. No. I have 9 months to learn, minus however far along you are.
Oh, well, it's not conclusive.
Well, you'll find out soon enough. Listen, now, do you want me to stay with you until you can see Bo?
No, I don't know how long that's gonna be. You're sweet to come by and visit anyway.
You know he's special to me.
You have a very special place in his heart.
Yeah, he has a special place in mine, too. So does this baby. I know that you didn't really want to tell me, but I'm glad that I found out. Makes me remember some of the promises I made to Drew.
Promises are important.
Yeah. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna do something about one right now. You take care, okay?
Okay. Thanks. Thank you. Oh, great.
I knew this was a bad idea. Clint had it in his head that I could come down here and actually help you. I guess the only person that can help you now is Sam.
Place your left hand on the Bible and raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Okay.
State your name.
Do I really have to do that part? Sit down.
Whoa. Well, excuse me, who's talking now?
You know perfectly well who's speaking, Mr. Rappaport. I don't know who let you out of the house with that tie. I, Miss Perkins, do solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Now run along. You should all be ashamed of yourselves. Bullying and frightening my poor Tom.
Objection, Your Honor. This circus act is making a mockery of this procedure.
This procedure is already a mockery, and don't you raise your voice at me, young man.
Objection overruled, Mr. Cannon.
Thank you, Your Highness. Oh, dear. Blend, darling, blend. May we proceed? I think my boys have been through quite enough.
Good point. Would you tell us a little bit, the boys? Who's the boys?
Well, you're the counsel. I would think you would know their name.
Well, I do, but for the court, for the record.
For the record. Todd, Tom, Rod, Pete.
And what is your relationship to the boys?
I care for them.
You are, in the parlance, you are their guardian. Could you tell us a little bit about Pete?
Pete. Pete is vituperative. He's very, very troubled. He's an angry man. He's angry at the way he was raised by his so-called father, Peter Manning. I do what I can to keep him in check, but unhappily, that's not always possible. His aberrant behavior at the lodge is a fine example of that.
So it was Pete who was responsible for what happened that night at the lodge?
Perfectly well who was responsible. Mr. Rappaport, are you wearing socks?
Objection, Your Honor. Please, you can't allow this to continue.
Overruled.
That's all right, Your Honor. Miss Perkins, if I promise to be respectful, would you allow me to speak to one of the boys? I'd like to speak to one of them.
God, I'm here.
Why is it that you feel compelled to throw Sam in my face?
Oh, I don't know. Could it be that you run to him at the first sign of any little problem that you may have?
I don't see him here.
Okay, so you haven't gotten to the point where you're dragging him out of court, but you haven't got any problem showing up at midnight, the night before a very important trial, do you?
Excuse me?
You ran straight to Sammy's after you made your big announcement. You know, the big announcement that made your husband come steaming back through the teeth of a hurricane.
You were following me?
Yes, I did. Because actually, I was very concerned about you. I didn't think you should be alone because you were so upset about Beau.
Oh, no, of course not.
Once you pulled up to Sam's place, I knew that you were in very capable hands, though.
What is it exactly that you're getting at here, Lindsay?
Isn't it odd that you blurt out to your husband that you're pregnant, and then you run to Sam immediately with the news?
My husband is lying in there fighting for his life, and I'm supposed to explain myself to you. Get out of here, Lindsay. Now.
Okay.
You have a very nice son. He must take after his father.
Rachel must take after her mother. Gee, I wonder who this new baby will take after.
Jess, everything going okay in there? So?
If you hurry, you can catch the floor show.
Actually, I'd like to speak with you.
Well, now that's the first. How come?
You know that I made a lot of promises to Drew, one of them being taking the son away from Todd and making it a respectable paper.
Good luck.
It can be done, Max. And I was wondering whether or not we could all benefit from taking the son.
We being...
You, me, and Blair.
Well, that is a very nice thought, but I wouldn't bet the farm on it. See the way things are going in there, Todd will be running the Sun by next week with separate desks for all of his altars. The whole town's buying his show.
Max, that is a good thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I spoke to Rod, and he was very interested in my hefty offer.
That's so. Tell me more.
You are so beautiful. Always. And I am so sorry. Scusi, I only wish that I had been in charge.
Excuse me. Can we expect a question anytime this year?
Mr. Rappaport?
Yes, Your Honor. Rod, could you tell me your attitude towards violence?
Ah, see, I detested the violence. Is not who I have.
Mm-hmm. So how do you explain what happened that night at the lodge?
I do not know. I was an observer.
An observer?
See, observer of the pit. I don't understand the pit. We are at the lodge, no? It's beautiful. There are beautiful women everywhere. What does Pete do? He wraps the dynamite around his belly. And the most beautiful of all, the woman who makes my heart a song.
Objection, Your Honor. This witness's statement is so irrelevant.
Love is no irrelevant.
Objection sustained. Mr. Manning, will you please confine yourself to answering the questions?
See? All right. I would like to get back around to where we started here, okay? I would like to talk to Tom.
Oh, Tom is no recommend. Tom is a moron.
The Tom is young. Okay? It won't take long, really.
Haircut?
Okay. Don't be scared, Tom.
A lot of people.
I know, and it's gonna be okay. Believe me, just look at me, look at me, look at me. You're safe, okay? Now, why don't you tell us here, in your own words, exactly who was responsible for what happened that night at the lodge?
That's all. That's it? Oh, that's easy. Pete.
Thank you. No more questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Gannon, are you ready to cross-examine this witness?
I certainly am, Your Honor. Okay, Mr. Manning, let you and I bond. How did it feel to hold a knife to your sister's throat?
Central.
Oh. So, did you see Bo?
No, he was in with the doctor.
How's Nora doing?
She's pretty low, but I think I got her charged up again.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry I was, such a grouch.
Yeah, well, I kind of got the idea that you were angry at me.
I'm not really angry, a little disturbed maybe at the way you disappeared the other night before we even knew if Bo was okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Renee told me not to go after Nora. But I just want to be a part of this family, that's all.
You are my part.
Try that again. My place is with you, and I will not forget that.
You know what I've been thinking?
What?
I've been thinking we should do something special for Bo and Nora, you know, as soon as Bo gets out of the woods. To celebrate the baby. What do you think?
Well, I think that's a great idea.
Larry, how is he?
Well, he tolerated the bronchoscopy very well.
And?
It's not over yet, but he is making some progress.
Oh, God bless you. Oh. Can I see him?
Yeah, I think, as a matter of fact, I think it'd be a good thing for him. All he can do is talk about that baby.
Thank you, Larry, for everything.
Sure.
said minus. I'm not pregnant.
Wow. 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 Jess, why did you wait so long to tell me?
And spoil the suspense?
I deserve that. You know what? I deserve that. But I knew it. I knew it. I knew that our luck was not going to run out anymore. You know, so what do you say we go celebrate? I'll buy you a burger?
No, you know what? I'm just gonna go home. I've had a rough day.
Right. And I know, you know, actually, I know. You've had a rough couple of weeks, and I'm sorry about that. But, Jess, look, I know we can't erase what happened that night, but maybe we can, like, put it behind us now, you know? End of story. All right. All right.
I want an answer, Mr. Manning. How did it feel holding a knife to your sister's throat? How did it feel having her in your arms, feeling her, that fear that she had? Was that fun to you?
No, you don't understand. That wasn't me. I was just watching.
How about standing by watching an old man suffer a heart attack? Was that fun?
No. Look, if I could have done anything, I would have, but
What about my daughter, Rachel Gannon? You pulled her by the hair across the floor. Did you get a thrill out of that?
No, look, that wasn't me, okay? It was Pete. It was Pete.
There is no Pete. There is no Pete. There's only one man responsible for those felonies that night. One man on trial, one man on this stand. And that is you, Todd Manning, isn't it?
No! Object, Your Honor. He's badgering the
There is no Tom. There is no Rod. There's no little old maid in charge. There is definitely no Pete.
You want to bet?